Welcome to Spanish 102 course. This is La Clase de Victoriano. In the home page, you can see recent announcements for more needful students in order not to be lost. And also, the homework assignments, just the most recent. In the next section, you have an introduction to the class for all students to know how to surf around in this website. Know your teacher. Also, in order to be familiar with the students, I consider it's important to introduce myself about what's my interest, hobbies, and how I am. Learners, this is a multicultural environment since I'm teaching a language, and most of my students are Korean, Indians, Americans, and Brazilians and Europeans. And also, we have a mix of guys and girls, so it's important to avoid some polemic topics to speak about, and also to promote a tolerant and respectful environment. The next section here will place different videos, photos, and different works the students are doing in the different lessons to show their parents and friends their effort in the day-by-day class. Also, it's important to have an overview of the course with the syllabus in this section. Although we have in the home page the homework assignments, here I have a database with the last 3 weeks of homework assignments. Just in the home site, the home page, we have just the more recent one. A calendar of activities. Here is a more detailed homework assignments, a guide of a study guide. In this way, students can see the activities they have every day in a visual way for those needful students and highlight which activities are important. The methodology I follow is based on tasks instead of just exams. That's why a test-based learning method based on meaningful real-life experiences and activities. Since I'm teaching a language, it's important for a student to communicate or express their ideas by writing and speaking. So I'm promoting a communicative language teaching method too. My activities are based on critical thinking and attention to diversity, using different methods to teach and to practice the knowledge they are acquiring by doing different videos, reading, speaking, writing. In this tab section, I offer an overview what my lessons look like. The previous skills, students should have a previous knowledge of technologies, and also having taken Spanish 101 is a prerequisite. There are objectives, grammar, vocabulary, and materials. Lessons are full of technology. All lessons include some technology, since languages is a very dynamic sector in which students learn from different sources and different activities. So I consider technology, software is very important. So in each lesson, duration, material, vocabulary, grammar, and activities, as I said, I'm highlighting the most important aspect for students not to be lost. And also, I contemplate the idea of including some video with annotations. It's the same video in both, but the second with different annotations. Since we are using Spanish language, it's difficult for some students to catch up the ideas, to get the ideas. In the lesson 8, lesson is a consolidation of what they learned, what they were learning in the different lessons. So in this lesson, they will have to do a project, final project. As you can see, I offer also sample of activities. I try to modulate how to do the different activities, as you can see here. And here some documents, attached documents with the description of the project, the rubrics, that's also important, and the groups to do the project. An oral interview, since we are teaching languages, is important, the oral communication. So which strategies, communicative strategies students are using, connection with what they were learning with their previous experiences are important too. So they will have an online oral interview using Adobe Connect Pro. The assessment. I put the assessment in a section to gather all the information. The assessment is continuous assessment, formative assessment. Continuous assessment is based on observation in the different lesson activities and the results they got in the writing compositions and the games. Because in the lessons, I did 2 lessons based on games. Here the rubrics I'm based my work on the standard of the American Council on the Teaching of Foreign Languages that contemplate the 3 modes of communication: intrapersonal, interpersonal, and interpretative and presentational modes of communication. For participation, I'm using this document. For oral interview or presentational activities, I have another rubric based on these standards. And for cultural project, I'm using a particular rubric that you can see in cultural project. Also here is attached. Class announces, apart from the home page, we are doing here some announces that doesn't have to be related with just the course. Technology section is very important because here we are sharing the different links with the different applications for use of internet and cyber safety. Another document, because we are practicing. We are doing our activities with technology every day, so it's important to consider the risk the students are taking just using the internet. We have video tutorials for those people that need to know how to do it, how to use the technologies we are using in the class, and the technology policy, how to use the material in the class. Others consider also a reading list with the most known books we are using in the class and with a link to them. Parents workshops that are also important for not just for parents but also for students about cyber safety, cyberbullying, and managing behaviors in class, because we are moving in a multicultural environment, so it's important to promote behaviors and manners in class. Here we have some documents to carry out the different workshops. Some other forms that we are using, we'll put in Google Drive, and from there we'll download directly here. And finally, the survey about it's like an evaluation of the course evaluation, because it's important for the teacher to receive feedback in order to get better the course for next time. Thank you very much. That's all. I hope you like the website. Probably I could include more stuff. Just I wait for your suggestion. Thank you.